Of people gathered in downtown Portland to mark International Women's Day. The event joined many other pro-women rallies held around the world. People of all ages cheered and clapped as they waved handmade signs on a range of subjects. Organizers say their goal was to get women to stand in solidarity with their counterparts locally, nationally, and across the oceans.
First, the diversity in age of people here is really cool. There are like kids, there are older adults, all making signs, smiling with their friends. I think cheering is starting. I think this was needed to gather as a community.
Speakers also addressed women's rights as well as LGBTQ+ rights.